Exclamation, everybody, and welcome back to Astroneer. So I've had a quite a time off camera here. I've had about a 5-hour tour, and it was all due to this here rover over here. So I was out roving around trying to get some resources and stuff, mostly compound, which I still need to get some compounds. And, it's just kind of minding my own business. I had some things to do, research and stuff. I'm heading back to base. And I run across this area and did not see these holes here. And, of course, I ran right into the hole. It actually jumped over it, and then I couldn't move. So I got out of it to try to see what was going on because I couldn't see. It was nighttime. And the whole thing just got swallowed up by this hole here. Whole thing just swallowed up, and this is not just like a simple little thing there that you can see. It goes all the way down to the green level there, all the way the freak down. So retrieving it was not very easy. Let me put it this way. It took me about 5 hours off camera to do it over the course of 2 days. You can see I've got some things here, some tethers. Get down here. One of the big problems was these spiky plants killed me left, right, and center. And then just trying to get down to where it was, because it was all the way down there, like all the way the frig down. Required some a lot of maneuvering. Actually, while I'm here, let's go grab this this research thing. Like so that I have it. We'll bring it over by the tethers anyway, so it's here. So I remember to grab it again once we have a research thing. So I fell down there. I died several times. You can see I was over here. There was a lot of these plants that were sort of shooting poison at me and stuff, and trying to basically making my life as miserable as you can imagine. And so I wound my way around, and it's around here somewhere, I believe, where I did this. Or was this just the side? Oh, this was just a side track that I did just because I needed oxygen at one point, and I was like, all right, I'll just run this way and throw some tethers down and grab some more oxygen. So because I had like oxygen tanks and all kinds of things. There's still plenty of areas here where my dead bodies no longer exist, because I had actually uncovered a bunch of previously dead people, and they had like oxygen tanks on them and stuff, and it was pretty fantastic. And so I went to try to retrieve some of those, and then I eventually died with those on my back, and now I have no idea where those have gone. I think they've gone to the great digital beyond, as far as I can tell. But yeah, I came over here, and because we were down towards the bottom there, so I had to dig down a little bit to the next level, and then over here dig down a little bit more, and you'll see as we get down here. All right, so there's more research stuff here. I was all the way down. It's, if you believe it, even one step further down here, all the way down here, and had fallen down to. And so I was trying to get it all out of there and everything else, and I've managed eventually to drive it out of here, but I had to take a very long path to do it. And actually along the way, I'm getting stuck on my own path here. Along the way, I had to, I found some more resources that I'm going to need eventually. And I might just die down here because I'm showing you guys. Jeez Louise. Come on, get me up there. Get me up there. There we go. Yeah, so what did I have to do? I had to found some more like aluminum ore and stuff. You can see that there used to be aluminum ore there, but there isn't anymore. And other things. So I'll actually show you where I eventually was able, after many a trial and error, to get out of here. I didn't drive it up this way, that's for sure. This is just my walking path to get down there, if you can call it that. Trying to make an actual path that you can walk upon. Not so easy right now. Let's get up there. There you go. There you go. I don't know how many times I've fallen off of this freaking thing. So I thought, you know, first of all, I had died, so I was back to my home base here. So I thought, well, what I can do is I'll just get my lander out here because I could still see the icon for where I had died, and I'll get my lander as close as I can, and then I'll bring a habitat and I'll start a new base here. That way, I'll save the game right here, and then that way when I die multiple times, I'll just spawn back here. Well, don't work that way. It every time I die, I still spawn back at the lander, so I have to come walking all the way over here. That's why I put these tethers down, because I was just tired of having to deal with constant oxygen supply issues. So that's how my day has been off camera. I guess I can kick off this here. I got some power going on here, just basic solar and wind. So that's always a good thing, I'd say. And I got some nice resources there. I need compound so I can put some storage down for this guy. And then I also want to, I have built, and I kind of drove it away a little bit so that it wouldn't interfere, so it wouldn't intersect with any of these tethers here and cause me problems. But here it is over here. That's where I wanted to go. I built a truck and I built a crane. Tell me there's no easy way for me to round this way. Nope. Nope, there isn't. I do want to drive I either want to get some research over here, or I want to drive my thing back to the home base. I might just try to get research over here, because as much as I want to fill in this hole, I have a feeling I'm still not going to find all the holes, and I don't want to go back through that big retrieval process again. But yeah, I've built a truck, and I have put a crane on the back of it. Now I believe that I have a drill bit. I just haven't built it yet. I think that's built in the I think it's built in the printer, the 3D printer. I believe. So that's why I haven't done that yet. I found a bit of a bug off camera too. I had the truck parked here, and then when I came back, I had to go back to the home base for something. I came back, and I clicked on this one because it was closer, and it landed right here. The lander did, right on top of the truck. It actually intersected with it, and I was like, well, I better not get out of this, or else I'll never probably be able to get back into either one thing. So I launched immediately, and it pulled the truck up into the air, and eventually the truck slid off of it, but it just kind of hung in midair for a little while until I actually walked over close to it, and then the physics kicked back in and it fell to the ground. So it's a little tip there. If you do have something already on there, don't try to land your lander in the same spot, because you're gonna have a bad day. That said, I could actually bring the lander over here now because I don't have anything in there. But I do want to. I am going to need some compound. Number one. Number two, trying to find out. I think I was all the way over at those mountains over there is where where I had dug up from below, if I'm not mistaken, because I had to come quite the distance here. There's another beacon over there that I haven't fully explored, I think, so I would like to get over there too at some point. This crash over there I have explored. I've gotten all the stuff out of it. I want to grab some extra oxygen here, because we're going to walk around without our source of oxygen for a little bit. Alright, so I need to collect some compound. I found this little compound font, which actually isn't very far away from our little base here. In fact, I did have a beacon on us at one point in time, so I think I will... Well, no, do I want to put a beacon here? Maybe I should just get some tethers together and put those over here. I think that would be a good idea, since I'm always in need of compound. But I did build a drill bit, so let's see how this works, shall we? I'm gonna go tab here, and I'm guessing I just have to go. Does this work against these things? That's my real question here. No, it does not appear to be going the way that I would expect it to. Okay, so it's really just... Okay, so that's not how you do it. Alright, I was just wondering if it would work again. Ooh, Wow, it it really pushes the truck back, doesn't it? I was wondering if it would work against these things, but it looks like you just need the regular method of doing this, which is fine. It works. But I was just curious as to whether or not that worked that way or not. It doesn't, but that's okay. It looks like it does good as far as trying to, as far as digging a hole is concerned. And what I'd like to do is, I don't know if this just digs a hole and doesn't get you any resources, or I'm not sure how that works. I thought maybe it would give you resources and then I would just attach a storage unit to the back and then that would be, you know, like maybe it would populate that, but I don't know if that's exactly how it works. Actually, there's some stuff over here. Oh yeah, here's some compound that I'm looking for. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works against this or not. I'm very, very curious to see if it does what I think, or if it's just for moving dirt around. So we'll come over this way and we'll say this. Okay, it is collect. Oh, okay, I see. It's collecting it on the back. Oh, all right. All right. So then, is there no way to like? Is that just gonna always just pop off the back? Is there no storage thing that I can do for that? 'Cause that would be good if I could do like some kind of storage for it. It doesn't look like it takes really. In fact, it doesn't look like it's taking any energy because my energy reserves are still going back up. So that's interesting. Alright, so we've got this here. Alright, so I can put a bunch of these on my back. Whatever I can fit. It goes there, and then the only problem is you're gonna have to move around a lot. This is definitely like a two-person job, right? Somebody on the back doing the drilling, and then you're kind of on front just doing your thing. I didn't actually get everything out of this site here, did I? There's some resin here and a not only some resin but some a one-seater, which will not let me pick up for some reason. I don't know why. I wonder if it just is like, no, you've been here before and you didn't want it, so we're not going to give it to you now. It's very, very strange. Yeah, I can't actually. Oh, there it is. I can click on it now. That was weird. Alright. So I guess well, my backpack is full somewhat. We can at least grab that piece of resin, and then, oh, there is some research to be had over here. So I didn't fully explore this little spot here. Is there anything? That's just a little part. I'd like to see if I can link up to one of those solar panels to see if it would, you know, see if I could do stuff with it. Like, you know, one of the crashed satellites and link up to their solar panels. Because it looked like it would take power out of it. I just couldn't get it to really work for me. Okay. This is a little bit. It's a little bit difficult to maneuver. I mean, it works, but it's still a little finicky as to where you want it to actually be. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I can't move the cab around now. They gotta like give you an option for single player where you can like maybe use different keys, maybe use like the arrow keys or something to be able to move your truck around while you're doing this. Okay, let's test a theory here, shall we? Got some compounds right here that I haven't dug out yet. And I'll get my drill bit. And let's see if it will automatically pop those things into that storage. I have a feeling it's not going to, but I'd like to try and see. One way to find out how it works, and that's to try it. So let's see. No, they're just popping off the back. I wonder, I could put a storage thing right on the back of that. I wonder if that would work. Let's try something. Let's ooh. As soon as I jump out of that, the whole thing goes goes crazy on me. The whole rig. Alright, so if I take these off of here, right, there's still some on there though. It's going to be a problem, but if I take this off of here and I put it on, it won't let me put it there. Okay, that explains that. So there's no easy way to, that I know of, to put storage on the back of this to have it automatically go into like attached storage areas. But that's alright, we can just do it manually. Since everything pops off onto the ground, it shouldn't be that big a deal, because I can just grab things off the ground and just put them where they're supposed to be. Okay, I've come back from my travails with quite a lot of compound. A crap ton of it. So that is good. We'll be able to make whatever we need, I think, as far as that's concerned, at least for a little while. I would like to, let's see, lithium for battery, that'd be nice, but we don't need that to where we're going. Habitat 1-seat winch. I would like to try out the winch at some point. I imagine that would have made my life easier if I could have just winched out my thing from a ditch from the briny deeps that it was in. I think yeah, I think more storage is probably called for. So we'll do that, and then over here, I just want to get all of this aluminum and stuff smelted up, and I think what we're going to do is start to get prepared for, it's regular copper. Okay, I think we're going to get prepared for going back to the resource planet and have some things to actually build for it. So I think having storage is one thing here. I'd like to put that storage somewhere. I'd like to put it on the lander, but I'm going to have to make multiple trips to get all this storage and stuff up there. And I think I have a 3D printer up there, so I might not need it right away. What I need is like a little research thing here, I think is probably what I'm dying for the most right now. So let's come on over to this little guy here and see if he wants to be a research thing. Put some resin off of that, and then I think I have a bunch of resin over here. Hopefully make sure I don't fall down any of these holes, because they are insta-death. They have not fixed them at all. Alright, I'll grab this, and then I think, actually I can just throw it on my back, can't I? Yeah, let's just throw these on my back. I think there's some kind of thing that works on organic energy, which I might want to try. I just haven't, I don't know if I have it researched. I don't know what it is that, is it, maybe it's the small generator that you can build that works off of organic stuff? Because I have plenty of organic resources, I just haven't been able to put them to any kind of use. Any kind of useful use anyway. Alright, so we want a research thing here, most definitely. So I can get rid of some of this stuff over here, and then maybe we'll end up researching the very thing that I need. That would be interesting. It would be really great. I guess technically this does do all the heavy lifting for you as far as moving that stuff around. But really, it'd be really great if I could just kind of, you know, automate some of it where I could like pull this under some kind of machine, which would then immediately pull it up and off the back of it and put it where it needed to be, that kind of thing, rather than having to do it manually all the time. But whatever, it's still early. I'm sure there's a lot of things on the wish list there as far as the game is concerned. So where is the, oh, it's over this way. Put it over there, like that. Do your research. And let's see what it comes up with. Came out with aluminum, alright. That's good. It's some aluminum I don't need to smelt. There's a ton of research just lying below my feet here too, because I just kept everything, because I kept killing so many things that underneath all the like poisonous plants and stuff is more research things to do. So I just need to. I was just getting going as much as I could get going. I think I will put. Let's get another thing over here, and another thing right there. Let's grab this storage and put it on here for right now, so it doesn't blow away. And I guess I could build another one since I got so much compound here. Might as well put it to use. And I mean, I could build another truck, which is one of the things I wanted to do. But we'll stick with what we have for right now before I end up overloading the whole game again. And then, is there more compound on my back? No. Now, what was the thing that I could build? Is it not battery, not tethers, not a tank? That's for oxygen. Power cells. I'm not sure what power cells are. Filters. Generator. Here it is. Generator. What does this do? What do you do? Alright, generator. Okay, you're the thing that takes bio things. You're the thing that takes biological stuff. Alright, so that's good. So I want to bring that with me and pluck that down because I know there was a lot of biomatter around the research thing. So that'll give me something. That'll give me some of that to go with. And then we got all these rovers and stuff over here now. Now what I want to do is go back to my lander, and I want to get back to the research planet, and let's get some more progress done over there now that I've kind of figured out some of the ins and outs of the truck. I do have the ability to make a winch. I want to make that just to see what it's like, because maybe I can winch out. There's some like old satellites and stuff. I wonder if I can winch them out and make them useful again. Also, we need to get back to. I need to make it like there's one over here. There's a satellite over here that I'd like to see if I can maybe pull it out of the ditch and maybe use it. Maybe use its power or so. I also threw a beacon on here just because I needed a room for stuff. All right, so first things first, we got to go back to my home base so I can refuel because we don't have a whole lot of fuel left. But you can see where I died in relation to where the home is. That's where I died up there, and then as we come back around, you'll see my home base is not too far away, but it's still far enough that you can't immediately see it when you're driving around and tooling around and trying to figure out which way which way is which. Okay, I'm back after a few things off camera here have happened. First of all, I have expanded the research area. We're back on the exotic planet. And you can see I've got a second vehicle bay now, so I can land my lander here without any problems. And I made some storage, and then also I've got a printer now. I also brought the wind turbine up I built it down on the main planet on my home base, and then brought it up with me. And as I was going around, I actually pulled some of the research, things up as I was walking around here, and I researched apparently all there is now to research in the game, because it's not giving me anything more when I research, just the occasional resources now. But it did give me one final thing that I'm very excited about. If I come over to the vehicle bay here, you'll see I can now build a spaceship, but it requires lots and lots of copper, which how much copper do I have here? I actually quite a bit, it looks like, because I brought some up last time around. So that's aluminum. I used a couple copper for this printer, so I don't have quite enough to do what I want it to do, but it's good to know that I have this now. I need 4 copper to make this spaceship, which will be rather interesting. I don't know that I want to make it here though, because again, it's I need fuel and stuff, so I'd have to build a fuel thing. And I mean, that's not a huge deal, but the power is still kind of a deal up here. Not that great a deal, but it's still something to keep in mind. Also, I put the little generator here down that takes the what is it? The biofuel, this stuff here, the organic resources. So I pop that in there. You'll see that it will start generating. Now, I don't think it's actually doing much as far as generating power for the station here. It doesn't look like it's actually doing anything for that. It's just kind of burning through that stuff without really giving me anything in return. So that's not ideal, but it's something here. And we've got, I can get a rover and stuff going on here. We've got more places that still have tons and tons of research up on this planet that we could gain access to as we're moving around here. But I think the next time around we're going to build a spaceship. I'm kind of excited. I'm hoping that means that we can travel further distances than what we do in the lander. I've refueled the lander. I've got plenty of fuel back at the home base that I've been building up for it. So that will be our challenge next time, and then we'll go and explore some more. We'll probably explore some of the other planets that I haven't gone to yet, just to see what they're like, and to maybe put some bases down. You know, make some routes, as it were. Well, that will do it for this episode of Astroneer. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.